Coming up.
Now Josh is 6'4", and he comes right there at the shoulders of our big galoot. That's hilarious. Jamie, look at that.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Morning, folks. Bright and beautiful morning here at I'm a Survivor Sanctuary. Oh my goodness, look who's come to the fence to say hi to Daddy. I'm just getting over here, and oh my goodness, I'm getting some licking good. Buddy, be more careful. You just knocked her over. Let me let the dogs out. This morning, we're going to be doing some yard work here. Jamie's family is in town. Her brother, Josh, his wife, Amy, and their kids have all come into town. Now, they stayed over at Longhorn Lester's last night. Hey, Pablo. Good morning, sir. I know, you can't wait to meet the family. They're going to make their way over here this afternoon. So before they get here, I want to mow, weed eat, spread some mulch, just kind of make everything look nice and pretty. Same thing we did over at the other property. And so that's my morning. You guys, do not leave me alone in this. It's no fun working by yourself. So come with me. Let's have some fun. Get these jobs done. Hi, sweetie. And I'm just excited to be taking a break from fencing. I'm not done with that fencing project yet. Hey, guys. We're not done with that fence project yet. But I'll tell you what. Sometimes it's nice to take a little break. All right. I got the whole crew. You guys join me, all right? All right, so the front yard is my biggest priority. The pond and all looks great. I'm not gonna worry about the pastures at all. I already drugged the pastures this past weekend, so there's nothing to drag. There's no, poop piles and all that mess. So we're good in the front pastures. No problems at all. What I want to do, though, I'll show you. I want to get over there with my weed eater and some grass spray, and I want to get all this grass out of my rock. I wish I had time to bring some more rock and kind of put on top of it, but I don't. But I do want to clean all this mess up good and get this area looking nice and clean. We're going to come over here, do the same thing, weed eat and mow. All the edging needs to be done. Potters need to be cleaned out. Don't even ask about all that. That's you guys keep sending us stuff. So I don't think I'll work my way through there. Yesterday I had Ben take all the trash down, so that's good. But no, just kind of clean everything up, y'all. The front yard will not take more than an hour. That can be pretty easy. If I can buy enough mulch, I'll go ahead and mulch around the bottom of all the pine trees here. Just a little black mulch would be really pretty. The bigger job is going to be over here on this side of the house, though. Going into the barn dominium, it's quite the mess. I got to take and put mulch, or we'll clean all the grass up out of these flower beds or areas and get all the grass out of there, put some grass killer. Hi, sweetie, you're jumping on me. This is the first time she's jumped on me. Look at her. She has jumped up on me for love, and I cannot believe that. I love you so much. I hope you know how much I love you right now. I don't normally like dogs to jump on me, and I will normally slap them down. Not slap them. I should not have said that. I'm not going to slap you, I promise. What I meant was like pow, pow, like pow, pow, like get like I was like pow, 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 pow. Oh, I should not have said that. Y'all are going to take it wrong. Same thing over here. Get all that mess cleaned up. Look how that grass has just come, just shot up through there. So I'm going to have to take the rake or the hoe and just kind of get all that chopped up out of there and cleaned up. Look at the mess over here in the corner. Guys, it's a wreck. It is a wreck. And then I'll be doing all those things. And I only have half a day to do it. So I have half a day to get started. No time beating around the bush here. I couldn't get mulch this morning. They don't open till 9. It's only 7:30 right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do a few things that I can do. And then I'll grab the truck, head over to the mulch place, grab my mulch. And this is going to be a fun day. It's going to be a fun day, and I'm hoping to use this as kind of a before and after, show y'all how nice it's going to look when I'm done. Well, good morning, Jolene. How'd she sneak up on me? let me show y'all real fast what I did yesterday. I cleaned up the barn dominium real nice. You're not gonna judge me, y'all. It's the barn dominium. It's my old house, okay? I built this thing after Hurricane Harvey, and it served me very well for 3 years. So I came in yesterday and cleaned up the barn dominium real nice. And, okay, well, I didn't wash the dishes, but I did everything. I didn't mop the floor either, but I did kind of clean everything else up. The barn dominium looks real nice. It's clean-ish. It's clean-ish. I'll just say clean-ish. I came inside here and cleaned up. Look, I made the bed. Isn't this just the most beautiful cottage ever? I always tell Jamie, if we ever get to a point to where we get too old and we just cannot maintain anything, we just really need help around here. Look how I vacuum the floors. I have been working, y'all. And then the bathroom, okay, I really haven't cleaned much in the bathroom. This is still when I gave Stella her bath 2 days ago. So, well, on the farm, first things first, all the animals absolutely need their fresh water to start the day. So water's done. Now the hard part. Now that right there is just a baby. But if there's babies, then there's probably gonna be mamas. That's just a chicken snake. So I don't think nothing to worry about. But I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Trudy, you have snakes, baby. You have snakes. I was trying to power spray all of this area by the barn, and this muck here has gotten so stuck into the concrete that I can't power spray it off. Well, our little bird is still here. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. The peacocks have come over. They're very curious about what's going on over here with this duck. And I will say I'm equally curious, because if that duck has babies, then that means that Pablo or Adam or Steve could possibly be a daddy. And lo and behold, if I don't see baby ducks. Lo and behold, if I don't see baby ducks. Let me have a look at them. Can I have a peek? What do we got there? Are you gonna be mean? Wow. Who would have known Adam or Steve and Pablo are not, they're not gay, they're bisexual. All right, so far marked off my list. I got my rakes all pastured. I got my rakes all pastured. I got my pastures all raked. I also came in here to the barn, the hay barn, and I cleaned everything out. I pushed all my hay back to where it's nice and compacted there in the back end of the barn. We're getting real close to being fed out of hay. And then I blew everything else out. So I'll get me a fire going over there. Not because I need it for bugs, but just because I got a lot of loose hay sitting there that I can't just have sitting there. Hey, Stella. She's enjoying hanging out with Daddy. All right. Trixie, that water was clean, love. I just cleaned that out. I raked all the pasture and cleaned out that water, and now look at it. And now look at you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And now look at you. I got this area sprayed out. It's not perfect, but I did a pretty good job as far as getting all of the clumps of poop. You know, all of our feathered babies still to this day roost up there. And so it took a little bit of work to get all that cleaned up, but that's done. So I feel accomplished about that. This bird has just drawn my attention to something. I would have never looked twice, but because I look at the bird, I end up looking past the bird and look in the background. I see water overflowing in the water trough. And so that bird actually saved us from having overflowing water. So I've come down the road and look what I've bought. Now all of these are full sun, and I want to put these out there around I'm a Survivor. I am running out of time. I got my mulch spread, but I went and bought a couple of plants Jolene, are you coming over here to start trouble or to get a drink of that fresh, clean water? And by the way, that's the pig's water, Jolene. That's not your water. Y'all drink out of the big trough. Why would anyone want to drink out of piggy water? Hey, Joe. You like that mulch I put in the ground right there? You're going to be... So the reason that y'all see a little bit of grass and stuff in that water is because I was weed eating. Look, I was weed eating and it sent stuff a-flying. Waylon's smart enough to know to drink out of the water trough that's nice and... Yeah. And he's like, hey, there's some junk in there, Jolene. You need to trade troughs with me. She's like, okay, Waylon, I will. Jolene, can I touch your head? Can I just have one little love on your head? Jolene, I just would like to have a little bit of a scratch on your horns. Waylon's like, no, don't do it, Jolene. Don't do it. All right, let's go ahead and get my mowing done, and I'll finish these plants here. After that, it's hot, y'all. It's hot. And I'll mow the grass real fast before Jamie and her family gets over here. And then I can put the plants in the ground after it cools off a bit, after we eat lunch. But how's that look? Those are roses. Looky here at these. And this is gonna blow your mind. Some of y'all are gonna already know this, but this plant over here, the lady at the nursery said that right there will ward off mosquitoes. She said I should buy as much of that as I can, because that right there plant, you guys may know what it's called. I don't. I did, but I forgot. She says those will ward off mosquitoes. They were $10 each. So I only bought 2 of them. And I says, how many do I need? And she goes, as many as you can afford. And I only got 20 bucks left. So I don't know. I hope it has enough sun right there, because that gets shade up until about 1, 2 o'clock. So I may have to do a little research on that one over there. Guys, I'm going to let you go at that. It's been a pretty good video up until this point. Trixie, you just... I'm going to start mowing now. We're going to get real busy around here. Thank y'all for watching. And like I always say, things are funner and gooder when I have you guys to join me on projects like this or whatever else we're doing around here. And with that being said, we will catch you guys on the next video.
Many years ago when I was 23, I was married to a widow who was pretty as could be. This widow had a grown-up daughter who had hair of red. My father fell in love with her and soon they two were wed. This made my dad my son-in-law and changed my very life. For my daughter was my mother, 'cause she was my father's wife. To complicate the matter, even though it brought me joy, I soon became the father of a bouncing baby boy. My little baby then became a brother-in-law to Dad, and so became my uncle, though it made me very sad. For if he was my uncle, then that also made him brother to the widow's grown-up daughter, who of course was my stepmother. My father's wife then had a son who kept him on the run, and he became my grandchild 'cause he was my daughter's son. My wife is now my mother's mother, and it makes me blue, because although she is my wife, she's my grandmother too. If my wife is my grandmother, then I am her grandchild, and every time I think of it, it nearly drives me wild.
This has got to be the strangest thing I ever saw.
As husband of my grandmother, I am my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. Everybody!